to today's stream where we're going to be highlighting some MX items that are on deal, starting one specifically, the MX Keys S. This is a wireless keyboard now, a full-size keyboard that has a lot of amazing features, specifically if you are looking for something to help with your creative workflow, to help you maybe with shortcuts. We have a keyboard here for you that's on deal right now, and as part of the MX series, we're going to get into it. So you notice the layout of this, it's low profile, it's very thin on this, and with the weight size, it's about 1.68 grams. So that's about almost an ounce. Okay, so it's not too heavy. It's a nice size keyboard here, full size keyboard. So of course you have your number pad on the side, and you do have a couple of ways that you can connect with this, whether it's via Bluetooth or the Bolt receiver. And for this, you do have a full charge with the Type C to Type A connection here. You have a Type C charge. So with that lithium, the rechargeable battery on that, you have about 10 days of battery life with the backlighting on, and then up to 5 months with backlighting off. So this wireless keyboard, yes, it does have multiple ways that you can type, talk, text, work, do it all straight from the keyboard itself. Whether it's Windows or Mac too, we have two specific keyboard layouts with the MX Keys S. But this also has an easy switch feature here at the top, you may notice, which you can connect to multiple different devices. So if you wish to, let's say, flow from your main PC to your tablet, maybe to a laptop, you have the easy switch feature here on the MX Keys S, which you can utilize. If you notice, there is a QR code on the screen, by the way. If you do see that above, you can scan that, and that will pull up the Amazon Beyond store, which you can check out here and check out all of our deals pretty much in one spot, whether it be wireless on-the-go gear for like speakers or maybe a new iPad case. We also have expressive gear here for like headsets, maybe something for school. You have a virtual store, which you can check out all of our latest and greatest deals, even an RGB room that you can sift and sort through and check through if you wish to check out some of the gaming side of things. Amazon Beyond, go ahead and scan that QR code, and back to the MX Keys S. Another beautiful thing about this keyboard too is just like the keys, almost perfectly shaped to fit on your fingertips. It's very, very comfortable when typing. So for all day working, and whether you're editing, whether you're typing, it's very, very comfortable to the type. And you notice too, there's a backlight effect on that. You do have in the Logi Options Plus application. If you do download this, highly recommend to check it out. You have shortcut keys at the top that you can adjust. So we had mentioned that there's media keys. You have an emoji menu. Let's say if you wish to mute yourself or even change this action. You have smart actions and other actions in which you can adjust on this keyboard if you wish to personalize it for work, for school, however you wish to want. You have workflow and creative freedom at your fingertips. With the ability also to add a specific application, let's say that you're working on, the Logi Options Plus application will recognize apps that are currently on your PC that you use. So let's say you work a lot in Microsoft Edge or even Microsoft Teams. You can go ahead and select that for work or school, confirm that, and your device will configure for your application. So as you add multiple applications, let's say if you want to add DaVinci Resolve, if you like to edit, boom, you can add that. And you notice at the top, it's adding those applications at the top. Let's say another one for Google Chrome, maybe some like shortcuts, or even if you wish to add another application or maybe one that's already on your PC, you can even add an additional one, but you could select. Seems like the sky is the limit with this keyboard and how much you can configure to it. And as you see those apps at the top, now as you select on each one, and let's say if you personalize your DaVinci Resolve, which is an editing program, to cut up, cut down, whatever it is, maybe copy, paste, as you click on each one, that of course will cater to that app and change. Pretty cool that you could adjust this with the MX Keys S. Also, we had mentioned those backlighting features as well. If you wish to change backlight settings on your keyboard, or make sure that's in the battery power saving mode, this will automatically turn off when the battery drops below 10%. And of course, the backlighting duration and settings. If you even wish to turn it off completely, you may do so as well. But backlighting, convenient for environment conditions. Let's say maybe if you, again, like the aesthetic effect of it, or just simply need your keyboard to be lit up, you can modify those settings. We had mentioned the easy switch feature and just allowing your keyboard to rotate between multiple devices. So whether it's on your Bolt receiver on your PC, or maybe via Bluetooth on a laptop, you have the ability with that easy switch feature to rotate per device. You can configure it on this application, and or you can see that you can go ahead and select on the keys itself. That and more with the MX Keys S. Everybody check it out as we're talking about these items. We are highlighting them in the carousel below. And yeah, on to the next. In the settings too, let's say you are just opening up your device for the first time. I just want to remind you that there will be a feature tour that will walk you through each product. This goes for, let's say, the MX Master 4. A great pairing with this keyboard, probably my favorite pairing if I'm going to be working and time saving, right? All these shortcut keys and everything that you can configure with the keyboard and or your mouse, you have the ability to personalize this for work, for school, and save you so much time when you can create so many shortcuts and customize all of these keys. Additionally, too, you have your function keys. If you notice, the ability to switch between your media and or function keys by pressing function escape, which is pretty cool. You won't have that repetitious function. You know, you won't have to constantly press function F9 to play, pause your music. You can actually just press function escape, and then that will set your F keys to just your media keys, or just your F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can change that natively however you wish. Now, a great pairing with this, and as we kind of mentioned, a lovely mouse to pair with all of these smart actions and repetitious tasks and applications that you can literally just streamline with your workflow with just a single key stroke. It is, in fact, paired up with the best mouse on the market right now, everybody. I'm going to highlight this in the carousel below. We're going to talk about it. It's the MX Master 4 mouse. And why this is so special. Well, yes, it's really has a lovely shape. Ergonomic shape, if you will, side thumb button and that horizontal scroll. But what's new to the MX Master 4 is this haptic sense panel here, this feedback that you have. This vibrates while you're working. So let's say, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up in the Logi Options Plus app. right here, this whole vibrates. Haptic feedback, which you can turn on or off. And let's say if you want to configure this, if you have a work email or meeting coming up, some type of reminder or notification, and while you're working, if you really just get so lost in like to what you're doing, you need like some type of vibration, right? Some type of like haptic feedback. This you can customize, and it's convenient. Just again, it won't disrupt you unless again you tell it to get that notification or email or work message straight at your fingertips. With this haptic feedback and this haptic panel here, you notice that there's a little ring around it. If you click on that now, that brings on an on-screen overlay, which will have even more options for you to work. This is called the Actions Ring. And the Actions Ring will pull up 8 additional tasks that you can customize. It's basically a digital extension and an overlay on your screen. So if you want to adjust, again, while you're working, you can just press that button and that will have 8 additional actions that pop up on their screen. But that's just the ring on which it shows, everybody. You can customize even more in that ring here in this Logi Options Plus application. For an example, we're going to configure our actions ring. And this is what it would look like. When you're inside of this menu here, let's say if you want to configure it to, and remind you, you can make your own profile, you can make an application profile, or manually import from another one. But let's just say if we're making our own general profile, you can quickly set this up with the most popular tools, which it'll automatically do it for you. Or you could start with a blank profile and add your own customized actions. So let's say if you want this top overlay to say, or do something with your media volume. Like we have all these categories and subcategories. Easy switch device, a widget, maybe a stopwatch, date and time. You can configure this to whatever you wish it to be. And or again, if you do add a specific application in which you are working in, whether it's Adobe Premiere Pro, if you're an editor or creator, or Photoshop, any type of application in which you have on your computer, you're going to be able to add this to your actions ring. So in this case, if I'm an editor, here we go. We work a lot in DaVinci Resolve. These are all of my quick actions that I have in my actions ring. So all I would literally need to do is just press 2 buttons and it could utilize one of these actions. This is beneficial again, and if you pair this up with the MX Keys S, in which we've talked about, you're just creating a shortcut machine. 2 buttons pressed, and you might be, completing a whole entire homework assignment, or depending on how quick you need to type, a work assignment. It's just crazy. Typer or cut, copy, paste, it doesn't matter. Everything in your fingertips at an instant. Additionally to here on this mouse, everybody, this lovely MX Master 4, we do have this horizontal scroll. I want to remind you that, give me just a moment. You do have a couple of ways that you can adjust this scroll to as well. All of these little menu pop-ups you can adjust and customize. So even your shift wheel mode, which is really cool, while you're working, this wheel actually has mag speed scrolling. It's like never ending. It's still going. Or if you wish to change the mode to more of like a ratchet, like a being able to like sort through and shuffle in a slower mode, it will stop itself. You have two different scroll modes with the MX Master 4. Though that shift wheel mode, also the gesture buttons here that you do have, a forward back button if you wish to customize. All of these catered to you, and as well as that easy switch feature on the bottom, you do notice that you do have three different settings, three different systems that you can connect to, and again, customize that and more in the Logi Options Plus application. Now, if you really want to keep going and pair this up with even more, let's say more ways to save time, the MX Creative Console. This is another one. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this in the carousel below, and the Creative Console comes with basically looking like the creativity of never ending. You can just do so much with all this stuff. It's crazy. You have multiple profiles within which you can adjust, but this is basically just with a hit of a button, you'll have those shortcuts right in front of you, as well as the faceplate and the ability to see that on the screen. Now, of course, you're going to have to update this, make sure everything is updated, good to go. It'll update that right on to your MX Creative Console. Make sure, of course, your plugins are running, but upon doing that and just being able to customize this, you have more ways to add more shortcuts right at your fingertips. Okay. All of these installed plugins, you can actually find more even from the marketplace. So I wanted to let you know that there is a marketplace for all of these plugins. If you wish to sort around and maybe just find some more creativity, you have the ability to search through the Logi marketplace, which has, let's say, the MX Master 4 haptic feedback, the haptic feedback, haptics, and all of this. Look at all of these that you could check out. Lightroom if you work in it. Discord if you wish to add maybe a mute button right at your fingertips. These can all be added onto your MX Creative Console as well. So you have all of these smart actions and quick actions, again, right in front of you. And you also even have this rotative dial as well, which if you wish to, let's say tedious work when it comes to Lightroom or micromanaging certain settings, or just, again, however you wish to adjust this, there's even two additional buttons on the MX Creative Console here down at the bottom, in which you wish to adjust. Lighting's on that a little bit bright. Turn that over just a little bit. And also, too, just to let you know, it's not just this color. If you wish to check out the MX Creative Console, we have this also in a Graphite model as well. So just to let you know that if you did notice that there is a a floating QR code in which you could see on the screen, that floating QR code on the upper right-hand side will take you to Amazon Beyond, where you can check out pretty much everything in one spot. The MX Creative Console, that and more here at your fingertips. probably one of my favorite like this is one of my favorite things by far. You could even like check out a desk. This is specifically the MX desk. If you want to check out the MX Brio, even, you see that? It's up there. This is just so awesome. But what we've been talking about, the MX Keys S, also having that rose color. There's even a mini version if you wish to check out all of this on the store. Just go ahead and scan that QR code, and you can check out everything in one spot of our MX series, whether it's the MX Keys S, the MX, we even have a mechanical version, or even some combo versions if you wish to pair these up together. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us here today as we highlighted the lovely MX series here at our MX Keys S, our MX Master 4, and the MX Creative Console, all at your fingertips. And also the MX Brio, the camera in which we are utilizing today, have 4K quality show mode. I actually believe I do have that in the carousel below. All of these items in the rotating carousel, of which we've been talking about here today. Go ahead and check them out. You never know when these deals will leave. And specifically in the MX series, being about 10% off on the keyboard, and as well as those combo deals. Do check them out. Do check them out. Oh, and also I wanted to remind you, the MX Master 3S, if you are looking for pretty much the previous model of this mouse, this is also highlighted in the carousel. It's currently on deal right now, under $100 if you wish to check that out. But that and more, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us here today. I will see you tomorrow, continuing on with more Logi deals here on the Amazon store. See you all next time.